The song's called American Heart.
They say our reputation needs a new coat of paint and a delicate melody, but I say I like the bruises.
Let me explain some things. I've been sitting back here listening. I'm sick and tired of people saying war on terror. There's no such thing as war on terror. In World War II, how smart would it have been if the United States of America said that they were at war with the Blitzkrieg, or if they were at war with the kamikaze? A nation does not go to war against a tactic. Just the same way. When you sit around and you see our strategic level leaders here in Washington, D.C., go on all these Sunday pundit shows, and they talk about how great it is that we're directing drone attacks. If you think back to what happened in Vietnam, when LBJ was doing bombing approval right here out of the White House, that's not what a strategic level thinker is supposed to be doing. That's not strategic perspective. A nation goes to war against an ideology. And that's what we've been talking about here today. We've been talking about the fact that we are against something that is a totalitarian, theocratic, political ideology, and it is called Islam.
And I won't be made to ever feel ashamed that I'm American made. I got American parts, I got American faith in America's heart. Go on, raise the flag, 'cause I got stars in my eyes. Oh, I'm in love with her, and I won't apologize.
When tolerance becomes a one-way street, it leads to cultural suicide. When I am able to fly to Saudi Arabia with my Bible in hand, with my cross around my neck, to go to Mecca and go to a church, then guess what? We're good to go. But until that point, we have to understand the objectives and the goals that Islam has set forward. We have to be proud of who we are. We cannot have leadership that will go stand before the Turkish General Assembly and say that America is not a Judeo-Christian nation. We cannot have a leadership that goes and stands in front of a university in Cairo, Egypt, and apologizes for the United States of America. That is not about what American pride is.
So I suggest you take a look inside, 'cause I think you changed already. You went and lost your pride.
You need to understand the traditions of Muhammad. When he wrote letters to Khosroes, the Persian emperor, when he wrote letters to Heraclius, the Byzantine emperor, that said, you have three choices. You convert, you subjugate, or we're coming to get you. Well, guess what? Back in about 1992, Osama bin Laden did the exact same thing. He sent a letter to the United States of America. Later on, in about 2005 or 2006, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad did the exact same thing. He sent a letter to the American people and to President Bush. We are already in a declared war, and if we do not have the type of leadership that can understand that can study this enemy, this adversary, we're on the road to perdition right now in this great country. We need to understand, as everyone here has stood and told you, Sharia law is incompatible with who we are in Western civilization, and definitely who we stand for in the United States of America. It is not about freedom. It is not about liberty. It is not about protecting human rights or women's rights. It is about what Islam says. The word means submission. And I don't know about you all here. I'm not living as a dhimmi. I'm not living and subject to any other type of ideology except for that which is written in the Constitution of these great United States of America.
She'll still be there if you wake up in the night, because a mother can always find her child, even when that child don't know he's lost. I'm American made, I got American parts, I got American faith, in America's heart. Go on, raise the flag, 'cause I got stars in my eyes. Oh, I'm in love with her, and I won't apologize. Oh, I'm in love with her, and I won't apologize. Thanks for listening.